Hey guys, it's me, Jenn Jager from myvideo101.com, and I have a special guest today. This is Michele Bellisari, who is a realtor here where we're located in Boca Raton, Florida. And I wanted to invite Michele onto my YouTube channel because she is killing it with video marketing as a realtor.
Thank you.
You are. And I'm always, preaching to everybody that you should be doing do-it-yourself video marketing, especially if you're like a sole entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Michele's a Remax agent, but really, like, you're your own boss, aren't you?
I am a #boss
lady.
All
right, I like it. So take a look here at Michele's Facebook page and her YouTube page, and you can see she does a lot of video content. So I'd really like to pick her brain and give you guys some great tips about creating video for yourself and how you can utilize it to market yourself. So thank you for coming here today.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be your inaugural guest.
You are. I'm excited to have you because you're really authentically doing what I'm telling people to do, which is to do the video marketing on social media.
It's just smart business. It's part of marketing. And yes, it's adding some layers to what traditionally real estate agents used to do, which is more door knocking, more cold calling. Now you add this layer of video. People they're basically meeting you online, which I think is great.
Right.
And even with your videos, okay, you could put up a listing video, but at the end of the day, don't you want to put something up that's engaging and fun so that it's really a second showing by the time someone comes to see that property?
Right.
That, to me, is the goal.
That's a really interesting way of looking at it, and I didn't really think of it as a second showing. I mean, because of the field that you're in, and I speak a lot on my channel about for realtors in particular because you have a visual product.
It's so visual
that not every industry is so visual that video really caters to it in that way. So you're solo entrepreneurs.
Right.
You are your own brand, right?
Own brand, yeah.
It's such a personal relationship you have with your clients because you're dealing with their finances. They're inviting you into their home. Like, it's very personal.
And emotions.
Yeah.
All the time.
Totally.
Yeah.
So it's good to see you and other realtors really harnessing the power of video marketing on social media, and it's free. I mean, do you spend a lot of money on?
No, it's time. It's my time. I'd love to say that the quality is important, but honestly, sometimes you just want to knock something out because it's so timely, and those little apps on your phone are like awesome to do that.
Yeah.
So
I review those apps on my channel.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Check out my product review playlist.
Yeah.
That's where you find that stuff. So let me ask you just a few questions. So what are the different social media platforms that you're doing video for?
So, and the funny thing is, I started doing video a long time ago, but it really started to bubble up, I would say, in the last 2 years in particular. You may agree with me on that, where everybody wants to do video. And, I don't have any fancy equipment. I use my iPhone for everything. And so the platforms that I'm on, depending on what I'm doing, are Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, because LinkedIn has, organic video now, Twitter. I'm starting to strategically put things out there. So maybe I'll put something on Facebook, and then I'll put something on Instagram, and then I'll wait a day and I'll put something on LinkedIn. Or if we're talking YouTube, which we can talk about too, that's a whole other strategy.
So what is your YouTube content, and how's it different from whatever you're doing on Facebook?
So I have one channel.
Right.
And I've separated it out so that
it's very organized.
It's very organized now.
What's amazing about YouTube is that it's such a video-friendly platform as opposed to, let's say, your Facebook, where maybe if you went into your videos on Facebook, everything's just in chronological order.
Yes.
YouTube is designed to be organized, to be curated.
Yes.
And it's really designed for people who are making creative content like we are.
I agree. So let me make playlists for my listings. Let me do playlists for my website, Soooboca, because I have a lifestyle website that I started. So anytime we're bopping around town, it's a Soooboca thing. So that has a playlist. Then I have my tips and resources for real estate agents in another list. It is where I go almost more than anything. If I want to learn something, I'm going to YouTube. I'll check Google first, but honestly, I'm visual.
Yeah, you can learn how to do anything on YouTube. And so if you're in a business where you're giving advice to other people, and in your case, it could be how to stage a home, or how do I know how much my home is worth? So those are questions people are literally typing into even the Google search bar, but the video will come up.
What I love about YouTube is you can keyword search it really well.
Yeah.
Before you do your video, so you're dropping that in the video, and so when people are actually searching for things, that's going to come up, and your video is going to come up.
So you're going into YouTube and you're Googling.
I use TubeBuddy.
Okay, right.
And then I use the Chrome extension keywords everywhere.
Yes.
And so when I do that, it starts to tell me, the competitiveness of keyword searches and what I might want to use.
So tell me more about your sales funnel using social media and video marketing, and how do you convert someone? First of all, how do they find you on social media? How do they start following you on social media, and how do you then convert them into a client?
So basically, I'm pretty out there on social media, and I've got a real estate page, which is Michele Bellisari Realtor. Then I have the Sooo page as well, and then I have my personal page. So I get my different clients from the different segments that I've broken down. The other side is I was just up against, I want to say, about 6 or 7 agents, and the seller hired me because they saw what I had out on social media. And we're not talking just like reviews on the big Z. They saw that I knew what I was talking about, that I had good engagement, and they give them a comfort level, because this is, one of those situations that's a little more complicated.
So the social media really gives you the opportunity for someone who maybe is an acquaintance or someone you actually haven't quite met yet, to make them feel like they know you in person.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit about the Sooo thing. So I know that you're kind of like the gal about town, what's happening. So how does that, what are the types of video content that you're creating for Sooo, and how does that play into your realtor career?
I was out and about all the time, and literally somebody cut me off, and I called my daughter and I said, "Oh my gosh, somebody cut me off. That's Sooo." And she burst out laughing, and then I said, I think that's a good tagline, #Sooo. So we started to run with that last year, mainly because I was out anyways. I was already doing Facebook Lives and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, well, why don't I just showcase my town? So I did. And flash forward like a year later, I have a full-blown website. People will see the Sooo videos and whatnot, and then they see the real estate side. So Folks, it's a way for you to talk about your business without ever having to talk about your business. Because let's face it, do you really want to hear about stats and market reports from a realtor?
No.
That's a snooze fest.
No. I want someone that I feel like knows the area. And that I would maybe click with personally.
Right.
And that I would trust with really sensitive information. And that knows the market and can get me the most
exactly.
from my house. Last question before we wrap it up.
Sure.
What is the biggest piece of advice you would have for someone, not necessarily a realtor, but just someone who's a professional in their industry, who is going to start doing video marketing? What would you advise them to do?
You just have to do it, and the content is there, and it doesn't have to be long, and just know a little bit about what you're going to talk about so that you are good to go with it, and you can bank everything. Nothing has to be going out there the moment you do it.
Yeah.
I have so much content saved, it's ridiculous. On one of my flights this summer, I literally sat there and did folders on my phone, for my photos, so that I have beach photos and Boca photos and whatever, so that now if I need something really quick, it's there, or video, and you can repurpose it. And I think that takes the stress off of got to do it in the moment.
Yeah, because I'm like I come hell or high water, I'm posting every Monday unless it's like a national holiday or whatever. And so, but some of my weeks are crammed. So when I'll book a half day, and I'll shoot a bunch of videos at once, and then we'll edit them, and they'll go out, I'll not have to think about it for a whole month.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really the only way to to really stay on track,
Yeah.
I think, and to hold yourself accountable. So again, Michele, thank you so much for coming in
Thank
today.
you.
You guys, I post every Monday, and as you know, I do product reviews, tips for shooting, all sorts of advice for those of you burgeoning video producers. Like this video, subscribe. Michele, thank you so much for coming. I'll
Thank
post
you.
all her social media stuff in the
Show notes?
in the show notes,
Or whatever
I like
we call it,
Yes.
description?
The
I don't know
description
what it
box
is now.
below. And I post every Monday, so I'll see you guys next week. Thanks so much.
Bye.